Fastmaid Chulipach, and welcome to my video about the books that I read in May. It's extremely late because, well, honestly I don't really know, so we'd probably better get started and hopefully catch up. So the first book that I read was The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde, which is about a Dominican American boy living in New York and growing up in New York. It also talks about his family background, so about his mother's life in Dominica and the Dominican Republic even, and his sister also growing up in America. Some people seem to like this. Obviously, you can tell lots of people like it insofar as it won awards. But for me, I don't know. It just didn't quite hit it off. I found that the narrator's voice is quite tiring because it is. Well, he's chosen to write it with a misogynistic narrator, and it's off-putting for me personally to have the entire book filtered through that lens. So yeah, I don't really recommend this one. If don't go out of your way to get this, would be my opinion on that, which seems kind of a shame, but other people do seem to enjoy. What can you say? After that, I read Under the Abdallah Trees, which is about a lesbian in Nigeria and the struggles that she has coming to terms with her sexuality as she grows up, and how her family deal with it, and the kind of general context in the rest of the country. And it's a good book, and it's an important book, and I would recommend it to people, but with the caveat that there is some extremely violent homophobic incidents in this, so you might want to approach it with caution. Yeah, if you feel like that would be something that you would not enjoy, then yeah, do be wary of this. Unfortunately, because otherwise it is a very good book. After that, I read The Storied Life of A.J. Fikri, which is about a chap who owns a bookshop and unintentionally ends up bringing up this child. The girl is biracial, so that's a plus, and there are also some queer characters in this, and it is also, although they're very background brief characters, anyway, yes, get the important stuff in before I carry on. It is a funny book. I did find myself laughing out loud at sections and having to read them to whoever was nearby. So yeah, surprisingly funny, but not the kind of thing I probably would have picked up at all ever, which is my argument in favour of bookshops, because I picked that up in a bookshop and I picked the next two up in bookshops as well, the same bookshop, because, well, online is all very well, your online bookshops, you go, oh yes, I want to get such and such thing, click, click, click. But if you go into a physical bookshop, you go, oh, what's this? And you walk along with it and you go, oh, what's this? And you would never have thought of them or looked at them or anything online. But because you can actually pick them up, you end up taking more interest in them. I don't know, I'm rambling. I'll be quiet. because this is about books, not bookshops. So, this is Journey Under the Midnight Sun, which is a Japanese crime novel, and I did like it. I don't normally read crime, but this was very good. It's about a detective who's trying to solve a murder over the course of quite a long time. I mean, it's quite a thick book, it covers a large number of years. And also about some of the other people who are involved with the crime and how it eventually ends up. You know, how you eventually learn what happened, and yeah, it's good. It's good. If you're looking for something that will be quite gripping, you should probably pick that one up. And after that, I read something that I don't normally go anywhere near, which is to say, chick lit. The Witches of Cambridge, which is about a group of witches in Cambridge, England, and yeah, in theory they have a book club, but that doesn't really come into it. It's mostly about their relationships. There is one storyline which is the sort of stereotypical, oh, but my husband is cheating on me, but there is some other stuff as well, and of course it all has to end on a happy note. And yeah, but I was quite pleasantly surprised with this one, because it includes more diversity than I was expecting, in that there are several queer characters, not just the one token. There is a character who is not white, although yeah, you end up doubting whether they're a good guy quite quickly. So yeah, a bit problematic, maybe, but from my limited perspective, I would say it's still better than most of these sort of books. I don't know. It continues to not be my genre of interest. So the final book from May was Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay, which is a collection of essays that she wrote in various places. And because it's a few years old and is dealing with pop culture things, I found that it got me more angry than maybe it could have, because either she's referring to things which I hadn't heard of, or, which is worse, she's talking about things which I had heard of and forgotten, and I'm now remembering and getting angry all over again. So you may find that it gives you a bit of a cardio workout, but I think it's the sort of thing that is important to read and look at and think about the kind of things that are going on, not just from a feminist angle, but from a position, from a non-white perspective as well. And obviously the more perspectives that we can get on this, the better. But yeah, I think this was quite good. And that is that. Hopefully I will get the June video done sometime soon, and we can carry on catching up with the present. Hopefully. See you soon.